Welcome to Diversitas and Happy New Year. This is our first podcast of the new year. Of course, Diversitas is a podcast at the crossroads of diversity, business, and culture. And today, since it is the beginning of the year, I figured that it would be smart to talk to people who are going to help us get ourselves together. And so today we have Shani Harvey and Traci Horne, the owners of Next Level Personal Training.
Yes.
This is a studio, correct?
Yep.
Which provides physical fitness programs and classes to clients in the Philadelphia metro area. Next Level has been in operation, I believe, and this is a guess, since 2015. Is that right?
Yes.
Right? Because I had just a little teeny tiny something to do with it. Next Level has grown steadily during that time, garnering new members and accolades along the way. I'm so happy to speak to Shani and Traci today about their business and about their individual and collective journey into the personal fitness industry. So with that, welcome, Shani and Traci.
Thank you so much. Nice to be here. We're excited.
Yeah.
Oh my God. First of all, it was a long time coming, Lord, because, negotiating with your people just to get y'all on is like, what?
Our people had to get with your people. Your
Yeah.
I
people.
mean, it was like, wow, I had to go through 5 layers, had to sign some kind of contracts. It was a whole thing. In any event, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate it. We really do. So can you tell the audience, for the uninitiated, what is Next Level Personal Fitness?
You go.
Okay, so Next Level Personal Training, we are a nutrition-based fitness studio for women. So how we approach our fitness and how we train others is the foundation is through nutrition first. Then with that second layer of, exercise and movement and holding you accountable and, teaching you the fundamentals. So we're always nutrition first, and then the fitness comes in after.
Mm-hmm.
So when people come into Next Level and they say, look, I'm trying to tone up a little bit, I may have gained a little weight over the holiday season. What should I do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell your average client?
Well, the first thing we do is we do a consultation. We bring them in, we sit down, we talk about home life, we talk about their activity life, we talk about food, which is most important because a lot of times people come to us, they don't know what to eat, when to eat. We have all different types of, we got vegans, people
Right.
who vegetarians. Oh, I only
Right.
like this and the third. Then we have people who, all the diet fads. Well, I've only ate this type of way. So we
Right.
kind of bring them in, look at their background, and then we take the client as an individual, and then we, put a program together for that person particularly.
Okay.
With nutrition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Teach them the healthy way, about carbs and sugar and protein,
Sodium.
water, sodium.
Yes.
A lot of times the women come to us, they have high blood pressure or diabetes. So, we're looking at the whole person, the whole total body,
Do you give them recipes? Like, how do they follow the diet part of this whole thing?
Right. So we don't necessarily give out recipes yet because we are working on,
You got to have a cookbook, y'all. Come on now.
Coming out,
Yes.
But what we do is we teach them through the nutritional consultation. It's one of our services that we offer. Number one, we suggest that you do that first before you start working out, because if you don't know how to eat properly, then when you go into it to do your workouts, you really won't see the benefits of your workouts if your nutrition is not on point. So with the nutritional consultation, what it does is it gives us the opportunity to take a look at your diet over the last 10 to 15 days. You just journal everything. Then we sit down with you and then we go over what are red flags, what's working for you, what's not working for you, what are you deficient in, what do you need more of. And then we do have some reference sheets that you can say, like, these are healthy carbs, these are good proteins, here's a healthy snack list that you can go to, but we don't necessarily have a whole meal plan, because we don't really believe in meal plans. Meal plans work. They're not successful over a long term. And we're trying to help people for your whole lifetime, not for just 30 days, not for the next 6
Right.
months. We teach
Right.
you how to eat and how to, eat to live. So
Right.
how do we look at the food label? What am I looking for on the food label? So anytime you go into the market and you pick up, something, this is water, by the way, but I'm going to look at the nutrition on the back and I can see that this has too much sodium, possibly too much sugar, and a lot of carbs. So therefore, I'm not going to eat that. So we're teaching you the basics of how to extract what to look for and what's healthy.
And
what are the most common dietary mistakes that your average client makes as they're coming in? What do they have to change on average when they come in to start working with you?
Well, number one, people like to eyeball stuff. So let's say you have some olive oil, okay? I'm just gonna roast, some vegetables,
put a little bit on,
and they'll take it and they'll just drizzle it on there. First of all, we teach you to measure.
Why y'all messing with me with the olive oil? I love the olive oil.
I knew that would strike a nerve.
We know.
What?
Avocado.
Right?
They love avocado. Yes.
My
Eat the
avocado
whole
oil, I'm
thing.
just gonna pour it. Let me just drizzle just a little bit.
Oh, so it's interesting. So are you telling me that, because I consider myself to be somewhat enlightened in terms of how to put a diet together, but are you telling me that the people that come into you to see you are kind of already are thinking in a more healthy way about food, and they don't have to, it's not like they're going from like just eating, Dunkin' Donuts all day to coming to you?
We have that extreme.
It's a variety.
But then we also have the person who thinks they're eating healthy, but they're not. For one reason, number one, mainly is because they're not reading the food labels. They don't know what to look for in the food. And then they're believing what's on the front of the label. Okay, so the front of the label of any packaging is for you to buy it, it's marketing. But the behind the scenes, what's in it is the food nutrition label. So that's where the common mistake comes in. The person is eyeballing stuff, they're believing what's on the front packaging, which is marketing, and they're not reading the food label. And so that's where we get tricked.
So what are the red flags that we should be looking for in the food labels?
High sodium, which is killing our people left and right.
Right.
We all on, a lot of people are on that high blood pressure medication.
And fats.
Yes.
So,
sugar.
Sugar is the biggest thing.
That's the thing.
Right.
A lot of times people, like she said, people think that they're eating healthy, and just because it says, oh, healthy tortilla chips.
Right.
Turn it over and it's nothing healthy. It's just the marketing, the advertising, that's $1 billion industry, you know what I mean? And a lot of times people overeat, right? So that's why we always implore, you have to measure your food. You have to know how much you're eating. Yes, portions.
If we learn how to eat the serving that's on the packaging, that'll save us.
And let me tell you, I mean, what they give you, like when you go out to, I guess it depends on where you go, but generally when you go out to dinner, the amount of food they serve you is obscene. It really is just like, it's really at least three servings of food.
Exactly.
Right. But you got people who will, like, they go to what is it, Cheesecake Factory? They go to Cheesecake Factory and they leave nothing.
Yeah. They will clean that whole plate.
Right.
All right. So somebody takes your advice, they start kind of getting on the right track in terms of their diet. Now what? What's the next step that happens with you guys?
So initially that person, if they would have their nutritional consultation, if they choose to, you don't have to have that in order to come to the studio, but we do highly suggest it if you're really trying to make some fundamental changes with your life and your nutrition or your health. So then you join either by personal training or you join by coming into the membership where you can just come to our group classes. And then you begin the work of actually physically training. You join in with the class, you take a boot camp class, you take a cardio kickboxing class, you just start coming and being consistent, because that is what's going to change you. It's what you do a little bit of a little bit over a long period of time will change. So that's what we help you to do, is to stay consistent with the movement part of it, on how to do that in the correct way so you don't hurt yourself.
Right.
what made you want to start this business?
Hmm.
Traci.
Okay, so my history is a little different. Shani and I have known each other since we were kids, since the age of 12, maybe. I
Yeah,
think, yeah.
That's why we could finish each other's sentences.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Mhm.
And we're best friends. So, my background has always been working out. I've been a dancer, cheerleader, ran track, all of that stuff. And then I know with Shani's ran track, but we did the running thing. We did the run group first.
Oh, the Still Force running club.
Yeah.
Because we created a running group. Yeah.
We did that. And then for next level, Shani actually had the idea. She wanted to become a personal trainer. And I'm also a nurse. So I was kind of like busy doing my thing. We always worked out. We worked out together. And then Shani's like, Traci, let me train you. I'm like, no. So we were training. And then, she really wanted to like kind of focus on, doing this, like full time. And I'm like, yeah, I hear you. It sounds great. We had the idea to start a new boot camp.
Right.
And then we had like maybe 2 people in the boot camp, and then it turned to 4, then it turned to 6, 8, 10. And then it really just kind of like fell into our laps.
Like by the end of that summer, whatever, that was 2015. By the end of the summer, we were out like in a recreation.
In a park. Playground.
Like the first time we held the boot camp, it was both our sons.
And 2 other people.
And we had
like 2 tires. 2
tires. We had no equipment. It was crazy. But by the end of that summer, we had about 35 people out there, men and women.
It grew quickly.
Wow.
Quickly. And we started to, we went to Five Below and got some equipment.
I mean, we were just trying to figure it out. We had 2 tires and like a little mat or something, and then it just like kind of came together. But yeah, we both have like, backgrounds in, doing different things with track and stuff like that. And then a long time ago, I actually taught like some fitness classes, but never really having this in mind. I knew that I wanted to do something outside of nursing, to help women, to help people, because that's just like in me.
Mhm.
But it literally fell in our lap and we just kept going.
Yeah,
literally.
And so, it's funny you said you started off like with these boot camps outside, and now you have, some amount of space, right?
Yeah.
We have about
Like,
3,000 square feet over here.
Yeah. So that's tremendous.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It's also scary, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When we signed that, we were like, wait a minute, what?
Because the bills have to be paid.
Yes.
No, the rent has to be paid. The
And
utilities have to be
and
paid.
the staff.
And the staff.
And that's another thing. Like it was just Shani and I, and we grew. We had 1 instructor, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So that's a blessing. And our
Yeah,
instructors.
7 instructors now.
Yes.
We have a whole staff.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That is tremendous.
Yeah.
That is tremendous. So how do you get the word out about Next Level?
Word of mouth, honestly, and social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We've never advertised like on a billboard or in a magazine or in a newspaper. Everything. Our referrals are strictly word of mouth.
Yeah.
And social media.
Yep. Because the women.
Go ahead.
I was going to say the network for women, when they love something, they
talk about it.
They talk about it. I mean, it can be a double-edged sword. So if you're not giving good service, people are going to find out about it. But if you're doing something that's, empowering them and making them look good, feel good, or they're going to tell their mama, the auntie, the best friend, and they're going to see, they say, girl, what you doing?
Yes.
Sign me up. So, yeah.
Was it intentional for you guys to make your business woman focused?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
We started out with men and women.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
what happened to the dudes? What y'all do to the dudes?
Okay, so this is the story about the guys. It wasn't intentionally when we first started. It definitely was for everyone.
Yes.
But then we were at a space on Oganse Avenue, and we had to leave that space. They had issues with,
something, I don't
building stuff or whatever, code and things like that. So it all happened very quickly. So we packed up everything and we were like nervous on where we were going to go. We lucked up and found a studio on Germantown Avenue, and it was significantly smaller than where we were. We had about 5,000 square feet at the dance school. And I mean, the men loved it, the women loved it. Open space. We had a DJ on Saturday. I mean, you wanted to party with the workout. It was like phenomenal. And then, so imagine going from that to about what, 1,500 square feet. And we were up on like a 4th floor. So we couldn't make as much noise as we wanted because it was other businesses and everything like that. And so we couldn't really challenge the men the way they had used to. We couldn't even bring the tires in and flip the tires and do the hammer.
Right.
So, you know, we said one day, you know what? And the men's, their attendance started to, you know, drop off. So, and we knew what the reason was, you know, it was not anything that we did, but it was just circumstance. And so, sort of organically, we said, you know what, we need to just get rid of the 5 guys that's left. Let's suggest them to go over there to somebody.
But you have to get rid of them.
And so, you know, we said this is going to be a place just for women. And so I think, you know, everything happened for a reason, though. And it worked, and it gave the women a safe space to, you know, feel like they could come and be themselves.
And it also allowed us to venture into, like, you know, so some religions, women can't work out side by side with men. So allowed us to, to get everybody, you know, so safe space, you work out, you don't have to worry about a man, you know, trying to, can I get your number? I'm just trying to do some bicep curls, please. You know,
I'm sure y'all didn't have that with the few dudes that y'all had in there.
We had more than a few in the beginning, but as it trailed off, they became, because the women and the men, they were more like brother and sister, because they saw each other so often, and it was such camaraderie. It was more like a, you know, brother sister.
Yeah.
So Shani, you didn't tell me your half of the equation.
Okay.
You know, obviously I've known you since you were a personal trainer, but how did you get into that world, and what made you ultimately want to start this business?
Right. Well, I've always been involved in fitness, you know, through middle school, high school, some college. I ran track. So I was always a person that was, you know, conscious about being healthy and movement and things like that. But it was really when Traci and I, had formed this running team called Still Force Running Crew, which was just a, you know, collective of our friends. We were just running through the city, and sometimes we would join races, Broad Street Run, encourage each other. We would meet up on Saturday mornings and go run 8 miles, whatever. But it was like the group was divided into 3. So you had the fastest people up front, you had like the semi-fast in the middle, and then you had like the slow group that would kind of take breaks. I was always in the middle. So I wanted to get faster, but I really didn't know how to do that. So one day, a young woman that was a friend of mine in the group said her husband was a personal trainer and that he could train me to be faster, because she was up in the front. And she said, train you, do you know Kamau?
No.
Well, Kamau,
yes. I think so. Yes, go ahead.
So she said, he's a personal trainer, he's a physical therapist assistant and everything, he can help you. So I started to, you know, go and train with him. And sure enough, within a short period of time, I went from being in the middle to the front. So
I don't remember you saying, no, joking.
Always.
So I was in the middle. It's like, no, I'm joking. Go ahead.
So this is my version of
I'll be quiet. Okay.
So went to the front, you know, I'm not saying I was the leader of the pack, but I definitely moved up and got faster. So then some of the people who were behind me said, hey, how'd you do that? I said, well, come to the gym, I'll show you what he showed me. And I love the idea of helping someone get stronger, get better, get faster. And so then I asked Kamau, my mentor at the time, I said, do you mind? I love doing this. Can you show me how to be a personal trainer, basically? And he said, sure, you know. And so I actually shadowed him. And then I went and got my certification. And then that's when Traci and I started talking about the boot camp. And then I said, I want to do my own thing. Let's be next level personal trainer. Because I never really wanted to do group. I only wanted to work with people one-on-one. To become the group. She said, Shani, more people affect more people if we, you know, get, you know, a larger group at one time. So that's how the boot camp came into play and so forth and things like that.
Because that also can jumpstart individual stuff. People coming to the group and they saying, you know, I want more. I mean, has that been your experience?
Oh, yeah, we have
Yes.
people who do personal training and they
And
come
that,
to our
and
classes.
as
Yep.
well.
We have a special package for that.
Let's
Yes.
talk about your packages. What kind of packages do you guys offer?
So we
Everything.
offer
Nutrition first.
nutrition first. So we have a couple different services. So we
Right.
have nutritional monitoring, and basically, just like it sounds, is what it is. We will watch what you eat every single day,
Every day.
and you report it back to us, and we'll tell you yay, nay, or indifferent. Leave it alone. Don't ever eat it again, and we'll help you through that. Over a couple months. So we'll actually monitoring. We'll go to the supermarket with you and help you shop and
Supermarket
learn.
tour.
Supermarket tour.
Mhm.
Wow.
We will come to your house and help you clean out all of the negative stuff that you may have in your
Yep.
cabinets.
You can send us
Okay.
a video of your cabinets, what you have in your fridge.
Yeah.
So we try to make it easy.
And then we have personal training. You can come once a week, twice a week, or three times a week.
You can come by yourself. You can come as a group with your best friend.
Yep.
Couple, get the girls come together. You come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever.
Yep. And then we have the general membership where you can come to unlimited classes for a certain dollar amount. Yeah.
And is that an annual amount or a monthly amount?
It's a monthly amount,
Yeah.
and it's like debited automatically out of your account.
You don't even have to worry about it.
And then you can come.
I know y'all like that debited automatically out of the account.
Amazing.
Ah!
Yes. Best thing in the world.
I
Yes.
hear you.
It changes
I
your
hear you.
business,
Yeah.
model for sure,
Absolutely.
for the better. But the clients love it because they can just use our app. They book into the class. We have classes 7 days a week, and they get to come and enjoy
And
do
all
what they love.
levels. So if you're like a beginner, you'll let the instructor know, hey, this is like my first time. I haven't worked out since Christmas or whatever. To the most advanced workouts.
What has been the biggest challenge to you guys staying in business?
I just think, I don't have a business degree, and I think that us just trying to figure out how the flow of everything, trying to market, hiring people, getting contracts. Shani and I, we've been burnt before with, not understanding the importance of having a contract that's binding.
I mean, I do know a good lawyer who could help you from time to time.
Yes.
I just
you've helped us before in the past,
so
we know. Yes, absolutely.
So just navigating, just the ins and outs of running a business, and it's everything from the littlest thing to the biggest thing. Making sure we have good staff, good employee, our employees who come in to work. Yeah.
We've been so fortunate.
We
in
really
that
have.
area, though. Yeah,
our staff is amazing, and they bring all of the heat and their energy, and our clients and our members love them.
Yeah.
So I think that it's a collective. It's just not one person. It's not Shani. It's not all of us together that really makes this thing happen.
Absolutely. And thank
God. How difficult was it or challenging was it to find staff to help you out with the class?
I know. We interview and we ask people. We did like Indeed. What else?
Also, some of our clients have become our staff.
Yeah.
Now, how does that work? So somebody has been coming for such a long time she may just love Zumba. And then all of a sudden she goes and gets her Zumba certification. And instead of going out to Bally's or whatever, when we learned about it, and this has happened on different occasions with different instructors, we say, come right here. Let us give you the opportunity to learn and grow right here. And so we love mentoring. We love giving people the opportunity to grow and blossom and share their gifts. So some of our clients have actually turned into instructors. So that's a wonderful thing. We don't have high turnover here. Our instructors have been with us for years. It's good.
And
that's tremendous.
That is true. Because this is a high turnover business.
Yeah, I know.
This is a high, when we
go down the street, there's a gym down the street, there's a gym over there.
Yeah.
Everywhere. And everyone knows a trainer, everyone knows such and such, she's a life coach. I mean, everyone knows someone who is in fitness, $1 billion industry. So
that's interesting. I wonder, I've always felt more comfortable in a studio environment. As opposed to just a regular gym environment.
Right.
That makes sense.
A lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, like in terms of being trained, like even when we were doing our stuff, Shani, the gym that you trained us, I mean, that was the local Naval Square gym. So it
Right.
wasn't like a lot of people in there and all
Right.
that kind of stuff. So it gave you more of a private vibe.
Mhm,
I would imagine that a lot of people are kind of in that category. They don't want to go to LA Fitness. They don't want to go to
Too much going on.
Yeah.
It's not private, they like that boutique-ish feel.
Yeah, you don't get the help that you need either. Like you don't
Yeah.
really feel more like a number than,
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
a client, a person. Like when everybody comes to the door, we know their name.
You know who they are. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you know who they are.
And we know a
Yeah.
little bit about them too. So we can say,
Right.
how's the grandbaby? Did she have the baby?
Yeah.
How's
Right. So that's how you kind of create the community, because that's really what it becomes, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, I mean, when I used to do, martial arts and stuff, it was kind of the same kind of vibe. You go in, you probably had like 50, 60 guys,
Mhm.
and everybody knew each other. Everybody knew the instructors. You went in
Mhm.
there 2-3 times a week,
Right.
did whatever you did, but you also vibe with the people while you there. I mean, it was nice.
Yeah.
So I
Absolutely.
guess that's what a lot of people would like. So
Mhm.
if somebody wants to just lose weight,
Mhm.
you get them started, what kind of exercises are you giving them?
If they're coming for just the first time, like with some personal training, I'm gonna work on conditioning, so getting the heart rate up to burn calories. So we may have you running on the treadmill in a format of sprints. We may do that, and a sprint for you and me may be different. 5 might be a sprint for that person just starting out, whereas though for somebody else it may be 9 or 10 or whatever. We're going to work on strengthening the core, so we're going to give you some things that you can do down on the floor or standing up, and just some basic exercises like deadlifts, squats,
bicep curls,
some unilateral things so that you can work on strengthening both sides of the body and the core at the same time, so some basic movements, not anything too complicated, so that they can learn how to actually use the equipment properly, and then you can get into building onto that.
Yeah, so everything's surrounded through strength training though.
Yeah.
Traci, what's your favorite piece of equipment to work with your clients?
I love legs. So anything with legs, leg press, you have your barbell squats, deadlifts. Those are my favorites. Yeah.
Shani, what about you?
You do your Bulgarian squats, which I hate though, by the way. But lunges, dumbbells, like anything. Yeah, what's yours?
I like the legs too, but I love a good kettlebell workout.
Yeah,
I
used to be a kettlebell person. Now I'm just too. I look at a kettlebell, I start hurting. I'll just have to look at it. My lower back starts hurting. My hamstrings start going out on me. It's terrible.
Michael, talk about the time when I trained y'all for the wedding. That was just like,
oh, I gotta hear this. What happened?
So yeah, audience, Shani did train us for our wedding. Us meaning me and my wife Shawn. And so that's how. So how do we get to you, Shani? I know I met you at a Christmas party. At Shawn's old house.
Right, but I used to shop at Shawn's consignment shop. That's how I met her. I used to live in that area, and so I would come in, and then, she's just wonderful and friendly to everybody, and she has amazing fashion. And then I think one day I went in and I said something about the window, and I gave her some like advice about making the window better or whatever. And then she was like, "You should be my window person."
You shouldn't say that.
And then I started going in there and doing the window, and I didn't even want to be paid. I said, just let me pay me in clothes. Let me just get some stuff out here.
Hilarious.
Wow.
Listen, because I think y'all weren't married, because I was training.
No, we weren't married then. No.
Maybe y'all just had started dating or something. I don't know.
No. We probably, when she had the store,
right,
I was not on the scene.
Okay, so it was before, right? Okay.
Yeah. That was part of her sordid past before she got herself together.
She got it together. I can't right now.
I can't. So
she was a player.
That's how I met her. and then eventually met you, and then somehow there was a phone call about we're getting married, and
Yeah. So the phone call absolutely came from Shawn, because at the time she made that call, I probably didn't even know that she was calling you. I knew nothing about this. And then, she tells me.
Right. Like, this is
after the deal is done.
Right.
After the deal is done.
That's how it should be done. Exactly.
And then, but this is the thing, Traci, then she has me, part of this whole thing. And I remember the first time we met was at the gym that was connected to that apartment
at Broad
and what is that? Broad, Washington.
Right.
Broad, Washington.
Yes.
Right. And so, you are working us out, doing a little what, but Shawn is like resisting like everything. Yes. Everything Shani tries to tell her to do.
So she said, no.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Oh, this is taking too long. Oh, I only want to do a certain number. And I was like, what is going on right now?
Wow.
Right? And so this was pretty much what would happen when Shani would hook up with Shawn and I.
That is hilarious.
I would do what I was told, despite the fact that I did not want to be here.
Right, exactly.
But she would just try to do whatever she wanted to do.
So how long did you guys train?
Months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, because we started there, then you guys moved into that place.
To Naval Spare, so we started using that gym.
Right, exactly.
Because I think we were meeting you there. As a matter of fact, you're right. Because we were meeting you there because we would be coming from work, and rather than go straight up, back up to wherever, we come there first and then go, and then we moved shortly thereafter, and we started using the gym at Naval Square.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, but she was tough. She was tough, but she was fair. That's all I can say about a good trainer.
She still is.
Fair, right? You're
good at
doing it. She's trying to squeeze as much as she can out of you.
That's her job.
And I was compliant, but my wife, then fiance, was
not happy.
So that's why she kicked us to the curb at some point.
I did not kick them.
What happened, Shani? She kicked us to the curb. She was like, you know what? Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So I got a couple of rapid fire questions that I'm going to ask you both.
Okay.
Let's go.
Come on.
Okay.
All right. So, Traci, I'll start with you. One word that describes you.
Dope.
Hey, I love it. Yes.
Wow.
All the above.
Yes.
And humble, which I love.
When I need to be.
Shani, one word that describes you.
Authentic.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
I like that.
Yep.
All right, Shani, you next. Best piece of advice you ever received?
Say yes and figure out how to do it later.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
My old boss gave me that.
Wow.
Yes.
No, that's real.
I live by that. I live by that. Yeah.
Yeah, because we prepare for these opportunities that we see, and then something comes out of left field, which is the real opportunity, right? But you can't be afraid of it because you haven't been preparing for that specific thing.
Exactly.
So that's awesome.
Yep.
Traci.
Okay. So my mom always says this, and she said it my entire life. I'm 49 and a half. No matter what your circumstances are, never, ever give up.
Oh, I love that.
I don't care what's going on. You keep pushing, you keep grinding, you crawl your way out of it. Never give up. And that's just my motto throughout my whole life.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
No, unfortunately, a lot of people give up in a variety of ways. They just stop wanting or stop trying. And so that is advice that everybody, because as long as you are able to be out and about and talk and walk, and there's always a chance for the miraculous, right?
Never give up.
But you got to give yourself the opportunity.
Yep.
So, Shani, what is a talent that you have that most people don't know?
Oh, I got to think of it. I can get on Traci's nerves. Really,
oh my gosh. It might be vice versa.
Yes, she does.
Depends on the day.
For the record.
Talent.
I can ride a motorcycle. I have my license too. Most people
Oh,
don't.
okay.
Mhm.
I hope you don't.
I don't, but
Good.
I
like
can
that.
and I have the license to do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. We can all do a couple of things that we probably have no business doing. Riding a motorcycle is one of those things.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah.
Traci.
I could sleep 16 hours if I need to.
That is a talent.
That is a talent.
That is a talent.
I can go to bed
She
and
also
sleep.
can sleep in mid-conversation.
Oh.
I'm like, yeah, so we're gonna have that meeting at 2:00. Sure. Okay. So Traci, what we need? Hello?
She's gone. Hello? Hello?
Gone. I mean, gone.
Anywhere, honestly. I can sleep standing. I can sleep sitting down.
There are many people who are
car.
envious of that skill because
Yeah.
everybody can't do that.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people
Everybody
are-
can't do that.
Yeah, so that is a talent.
No, I have that particular talent myself. I don't pull it out as much as I'd like to, though. Traci, biggest success. What do you consider your biggest success?
So not really one thing, I guess a conglomerate of things. Multitasking, being a mom, being a nurse, being a personal trainer, being a business owner, just navigating life, our new business, just trying to do it all.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You do it right. This
Doing
girl,
it all.
she
You're
does.
doing it all.
Does it all.
Caregiver, caretaker, everything. Yeah. So
That's
I
why
think
she can fall asleep at any
that
moment.
is
Well,
it.
yeah, there you go.
Everything.
There you go.
Seriously, like
There
legit.
you go.
Yeah, kudos,
Thank
because
you.
she's dope. Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Shani, what about you? Your biggest success?
My children. And now I got these grandchildren. I'm just like, oh, I'm so proud to be a grandmother. So
You are not a grandmother.
Yeah.
times two.
She has
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My daughter's
Two.
married, has 2 children, 2 girls, Yara and Yasmin, the light of my life.
But they love her.
And but no, just the fact that I was able to raise 3 children and they are all good citizens, and they're developing into who God wants them to be, and I'm proud. They're good people, so that's like my biggest thing, Yeah. Yeah.
I love that. So, Traci, your favorite musical artist of all time?
Of all time?
All time.
Beyonce.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. She's just amazing.
Yeah,
she is amazing.
That drive, I really admire people who are driven. Like that's just something that I love that. No matter what. Puts the show on, boom, boom, everything. She gives you 1,000%, and then you leave her show and you're like, oh.
Right, like you just performed too.
Yeah, no. She gives it all up. That's true.
Yeah, so I love Beyonce.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Who's yours?
You can't use that one though. It has to be somebody different.
Love Anita Baker.
Ooh.
Now,
Anita Baker.
I was a little upset yesterday with that national anthem. Did you?
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, was it bad?
Yeah.
Oh no.
The national.
Her live, so this woman can sing, and she's.
Well, I know she can sing, but she was prime like. Yeah, that wasn't.
Was it the
classy
voice or what did she?
No,
do?
it was the voice. Yeah, it was. It wasn't the
I
right.
had to look at it.
Yeah,
later, but I still.
Was she not in the right key?
I think so, and it just wasn't. Yeah, no.
Oh,
and I love Anita Baker too. I'm actually I'm going to go see her when she comes.
Okay, I
year.
saw her a couple years ago.
Yeah.
She said she was not going on tour anymore, but here she go again.
That's how.
But
I think
whatever, you're right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I love her. My mom listened to her all the time, and it just sort of, when we would clean the house. That's her other talent, getting on my nerves, singing.
Oh, can you sing?
And she cannot sing.
It just skipped over me. The gene, it just bounced over me for whatever reason. It ran.
It
It didn't even come my way.
Elite.
did. But it doesn't stop me from
It doesn't stop her
breaking
from
out
in song all the time.
all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but you know, with Saturday mornings cleaning the house and just, you know, my mom would just play her all the time. And so I've done the same thing to my kids. So they love Anita Baker too. So she's my favorite. Yeah.
Hey, there's worse things to love than Anita Baker. Although
Right.
when you just said I used to do it with my mom growing up, I'm like, I'm not that old.
You are though.
What happened? What happened?
Time goes so
It
fast.
does,
I'm
doesn't
telling
stop.
you.
Mm.
Right. It's crazy. Yeah.
On that note, thank you, ladies. Shani Harvey and Traci Horne, I greatly appreciate you being a part of our show today.
Yeah.
It has been tremendous, as I knew it would be. And to those who are watching, we greatly appreciate you. We look forward to continuing the discussion and keeping it going. Until then, be well.